From forgotten battles to legendary warriors, from secret operations to game-changing weapons, this is WarChronicle, where history comes alive and the past still fights. Aircraft carriers versus land-based air power, which rules the skies. Since the dawn of military aviation, one debate has divided strategists. Should air power be projected from massive floating airfields at sea, or from heavily defended bases on land? Both aircraft carriers and land-based air power have shaped the outcomes of wars. But each has distinct strengths and vulnerabilities. Understanding this rivalry requires going back to the early 20th century. Aircraft carriers emerged in World War I as modified ships that could launch and recover planes. By World War II, they became the centerpiece of naval strategy. Key turning point: Battle of Taranto, 1940. British carrier-launched planes crippled the Italian fleet in harbor. Pearl Harbor, 1941. Japan's carrier strike stunned the U.S. Pacific Fleet. Battle of Midway, 1942. 4 Japanese carriers sunk by U.S. Navy aircraft, proving carriers could destroy each other before their fleets ever saw battle. Carriers offered mobility, surprise, and global reach, allowing air forces to strike anywhere without needing local airfields. Land-based air power also evolved rapidly during World War II. Heavy bombers, long-range fighters, and advanced radar networks made fixed airfields formidable. Advantages of land-based air power: greater payload capacity, no carrier deck restrictions, larger aircraft for strategic bombing, for example, B-17, B-29, later B-52, massive logistical support, more fuel, ammo, and maintenance facilities, permanent defensive infrastructure, runways, bunkers, radar, missile defenses. Examples of dominance: Battle of Britain, 1940, land-based RAF. Fighters repelled the Luftwaffe without a single carrier in the fight. Vietnam War. U.S. land bases in Thailand and Guam launched continuous bombing campaigns deep into enemy territory. During the Cold War, both systems reached new heights. Supercarriers like the U.S. Nimitz class could carry 70 aircraft and sustain months of operations. Strategic bomber fleets and forward air bases became pillars of nuclear deterrence. The U.S. Navy and Soviet Union studied each other closely. The Soviets relied heavily on land-based, maritime patrol aircraft like the Tu-95 Bear, and missile-equipped bombers to threaten U.S. carriers. The U.S. responded with carrier-based interceptors, airborne early warning E to Hawkeye, and nuclear strike aircraft. In the 21st century, carriers remain symbols of power projection, but they face new threats like hypersonic missiles, long-range precision strike aircraft, and drones. Aircraft carriers today: pros: mobility, global reach, rapid deployment without foreign base permission. Cons: vulnerable to advanced anti-ship missiles. China's DF-21D carrier killer. Limited aircraft range without refueling. Land-based air power today: pros: can host heavy aircraft, sustain large-scale operations, integrate with ground-based missile defense. Cons: dependent on fixed locations, can be targeted and destroyed if the enemy knows where they are. Falklands War in 1982. The UK's carriers allowed it to fight thousands of miles from home, but limited aircraft numbers almost cost them the war. Gulf War 1991. U.S. land bases in Saudi Arabia, combined with carrier strike groups, overwhelmed Iraq's defenses. South China Sea tensions. Modern conflict planning shows that a hybrid approach combining carrier strike groups with allied land bases offers the best coverage. Conclusion: neither side wins outright. In open ocean operations far from home, carriers rule. In defended regions with established bases, land-based air power dominates. The most successful militaries historically and today use both in combination, allowing flexible, sustained, and survivable air dominance. Subscribe to WarChronicle and join us as we uncover more battles, heroes, and secrets that shaped our world.